Silente.
Vicky D, this beat is mine. Oh, I love it. Coming through in a bit. Also, I'm on top of the world, do what I gotta do. That's by Brandy and Mace. It's on the way. It's 14 minutes after 5. We are
You do well without alcohol. You see, your voice sounds better.
You're crazy. You're such a... I can't believe you said that. I tell you do. Now let's stop checking me out. Stop listening to me too much.
You see,
focus on your ish, man.
We want to develop talents. We need you to have a side hustle of, performing.
You know, okay, what? I sing better in the bathroom. That doesn't make me like a talented guy.
Let me tell you something, Kevin.
What?
We were being told that if you have a gift and you're not using it, it will die and God will take it away from you.
It's not my gift.
So what I'm trying to suggest to you is this. If you want to kill... If you want to kill your gift of singing, continue denying that you cannot sing.
I'm not going to sing. I don't want to sing.
Okay.
In fact, the only person I can sing for is my beautiful wife. That's the only person I'm going to... I don't need an audience. What's wrong with you? Because I'm not drinking, I sound better. You're so silly. Anyway, sour. So let's talk about AI. There's somebody who's just sent me a message. A lady friend of mine actually, and she's saying that I need to talk about this. She's saying how at her place of work, she's been using AI tools to balance. She's an accountant, balance books. You know what I mean? And also not just about the accounting manuals, to even write proposals, write emails, pretty much. Almost everything she does at her workspace, she uses AI tools, and it's become very easy for her.
Okay.
Now she feels like if she tells her boss that she does all these things, because she finishes the stuff chop and she just wants to leave. You know what I mean? The office. Yeah. She feels like if she tells her boss,
everything is accurate.
Huh? Sorry.
See, everything is accurate.
Everything is dope. She never ran into problems. The problem is she feels if she tells her boss, she will be devalued at work, and she also feels like she's cheating. She's like, "Ati Kevin." We just go talk to the audience, you guys at Spice Drive. Is it cheating when you use AI at your workplace? Let's bring it back home. Naila, when you're doing pretty much everything, let's say you're even on ChatGPT, other things.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you think you're cheating?
No.
Would you tell your boss if you're writing all your proposals, for example?
I don't think they're ready for that conversation.
Oh, really?
That's a problem. You see, you and I understand what ChatGPT does.
And all those AI tools.
But we don't know whether the employers are accepting that times have changed. And what we need right now is an open discussion, because what they feel is, I believe, why am I paying you if you're having to use ChatGPT?
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like you're getting shortcut. It's like you're cheating. That's now what probably your friend is saying.
Yeah, because she feels that she really wants to open up to her boss.
And for me, it's looking at what value does it add into the company, because it makes it, you deliver in good time. You're much more efficient. There's no delay. Yeah. It means the processes are faster in the organization, meaning you are going to deliver in good time.
Yeah, accurate results.
And that also means...
ChatGPT is not going to lie.
Yes. Also, what that means is you deliver in good time. It also means output and delivery, you'll make more money as a company.
Correct.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether the employers are ready for this conversation.
Yeah. It's interesting when you said you don't think they're ready for this conversation. This is something. This is like when you say they're not ready, it feels like most people in corporate Kenya are secretive over the fact that they use AI tools to do their work.
It is true.
Isn't
it is true. Yeah. Nobody is coming out to say that I'm using it.
Yeah.
Because you'll be judged.
You're going to be judged as
lazy.
Or dumb.
Yes, or dumb.
Wow.
But let's be honest.
Yeah.
There is certain level of input that you must have when you're still using the ChatGPT, but it's helping you. It's improving what you're working on. It's making your work easier and much more convenient. It's enhancing.
If there's no loophole.
Actually, it's enhancing what
that's the word. If there's no loophole, if there's no, gaps.
But
what's the problem?
But also, for me, what I would be concerned about is the security.
What do you mean?
Security, especially when it comes to, say, accounts.
Yeah.
Security, you can have that data out there, and that can be dangerous for the organization.
Yeah. So for me, when I look at AI tools, I'm almost tempted to go way back, in the that age for even the Victorian era, whatever. You know how we would sharpen, like, even, for example, in the African traditional society, we would sharpen like stones or whatever to cut stuff, to cook. It was a tool to help you, empower your family and the village and the community, right? So that you guys can eat, so that you guys can create, even for example, weapons for your own security and your safety, right? That's one way of looking at it. But at the same time, my thing is this, Naila. I just want to say one thing. For this chick and many other people who are in this situation where they feel like they're embarrassed to talk about how they use AI tools at work, I feel like this is an opportunity to be a leader. For you to go and tell your boss that you are at the forefront of something new, something innovative, and it's going to help make you guys work better and faster. Now, isn't it?
You want to do that?
Yeah.
But you better have another job.
I don't think so. I think your boss will be open to new ways of doing things. But my only problem is this.
Yes.
If you're working for a company, because there's two types of companies. Number one, if you're working for the company that
old school
wants to replace human capital with AI,
yes,
that's a company you need to leave. Because that's a company that doesn't value human resource.
Absolutely.
You cannot replace humans with AI. Number two, if you're working for a company that values human resource, that values human effort and community, especially building that relationship with clients, then I think this is the perfect time for you to go and tell your boss that, listen, I think it's better for us to learn AI tools to enhance, like you said, our relationship with our clients, to make work easy and sharp, and the business better performing.
The question is this: when you go to your boss and confront them and say, you know what, this is what I'm doing, you risk also losing your job.
Of course.
And that's what I'm saying.
And that's bad.
I was very intentional when I said that, because I know without a shadow of doubt, right now, every employer wants to make sure they can account for every hour you spend in the office.
And that's very old school. I think it's a very twisted way of looking at work.
So if the GPT is doing your work, why am I paying you? You understand? That
but if I'm producing more, do you understand?
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. By the time you have to also be careful in how you are creating a job for yourself, and you're not creating that GPT
But that's what I said. You need to be.
You get yourself out of a job.
I understand.
Make sure by the time you're going there to inform your boss about you using GPT and how the company can benefit from it, you can also get yourself out of a job.
That's why I said you need to do an audit and try and understand the type of company that you're working for. The companies that are pro-innovation, companies that are progressive, looking at better ways of, adding value using AI tools, then you should go and approach your boss and tell them. If you're working for a silly company, with silly people who are just there to do things in a very old school manner, then you shouldn't, because they're probably going to fire you. But
you still need to pay your bills.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly, then you shouldn't. But eventually, listen, Naila, by the way, I have to be real.
Be real.
This thing for thinking, no. Nairobi is such a dope city. It's such an awesome place to work.
It's Savannah.
You can, you know what? Please, you don't be the type of person to work in a job for 30 years, in one company for 20 years. Please. If that's the type of person you are, you need to check yourself, especially if that's a place where you're not growing and you feel like you're deflated, where you're not bringing out the greatness in yourself. This is 2025, Naila. You have to grow. So if you're in a space where they're not encouraging your growth, they're not bringing out the greatness in yourself, the ability to look at things differently, to be innovative, to use all these tools like AI tools, then leave. You'll get another job. I don't know why people limit life and limit God. God will sort you out. Leave.
You know, somebody was asking me the other day, those people, why can't they get... I'm like, again, let's not underestimate that jobs are hard to find.
I don't think so.
Kev,
I think opportunities
let's be realistic. Let's be realistic.
I think
jobs are hard to find.
I think you can plan plan for your exit strategy.
And what I mean by that, if you're working in an organization for 30 years, there are people who still are doing that, but they have side hustles. And what that means is they're following their passion, they're establishing businesses. I have a stable income, so I can do other things, and I'm still okay.
I think you make sense, but I also feel like, listen, you need to trust in the unknown. I know many people who, and don't believe this narrative that there's no jobs. There's too many opportunities in Kenya. There's also...
Are you sure?
Yes,
Kevin.
100%.
Hey.
And also, no.
Kevin,
that's why I said the smart thing to do is not just walk out of your job. It's you need to plan on how to walk out of that job. You need to have an exit strategy. It's not just about you resigning. I'm just saying, plan on how your next step would look like. Plan on life. Naila, you can't be in the same place forever. You can't. It shouldn't be that way.
No, I agree with you. You shouldn't be in a place forever.
You shouldn't see yourself working.
But you should have an exit strategy. You must plan well.
Yeah.
You must also follow your passion, because the minute you follow your passion and reach your fullest potential, then it means you'll never work for the rest of your life.
You can add so much value in this Kenyan experience.
Absolutely.
You can add value. Even if it's going to take you 5 years to figure that value, you can. I genuinely believe Kenya, especially Nairobi, the way it's designed, the way it's structured, you can start new conversations, and Kenyans are amazing. You can develop industries. I know foreigners who come here, they start industries, they start conversations, and they make money. They add value to the society. You should look at it like that. You should see the possibilities of using, these AI tools to better yourself.
I agree. We can't bury our heads in the sand and tell ourselves that AI is not here with us. It is here to stay.
Yeah.
And it's the same way how digital platforms came into the system in every organization.
Do you use AI on your work?
Yes, I do.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Are you open about it?
Yes.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I do. It helps me a lot.
Exactly. And it makes you innovative, and you see more opportunities out there.
Yes, absolutely.
Everyone deserves that.
Yeah. My goodness. You see the possibilities, the ideas, the thoughts. You brainstorm because it's like an assistant.
So why shouldn't other people get this opportunity to do this? Like, it bothers me, man. It really bothers me.
The whole idea is whether your boss likes it or not, you're using it and you're okay.
At some point, it's going to be the norm. Yeah, there's no beef.
There's no beef. So what are we talking about?
Yeah. Yo, put your AI tools on the map. Yo, be open about that, man. Don't feel that like you're cheating. Nah, you're not cheating. You're good, man.
You're good. You're good.
Let's keep it moving, man. When we come back, the gray zone. Also in this hour, we'll talk about your kid, and you as a lady, you as a mother, that relationship that your kid has with you, is it toxic? Oh, it's dope. It's good for their growth.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that. This beat is mine by Vicky D.
The Spice Drive, spicing up your drive.